Hey there, Emily McMichael here at the Movement Clinic, and today I'm going to take you through one of my favorite poses, gate pose. So first I'm going to show you the general shape, and then I'm going to kind of take you through little by little what we're looking for in this pose. And I love this pose because it's such a great introduction to kind of that back leg in our Warrior Two series poses, which is of course Warrior Two, triangle, side angle, and even half moon pose. So it really starts to teach us some of these principles with the back leg and the core, the chest, the shoulders, what's happening, and is super, super helpful before we really start weight bearing more and standing in that long lunge that's a little bit more difficult to hold before we build up the strength. So let's get to gate pose, and I'll break it down for you. All right, so with gate pose, I really like to come to gate pose from hands and knees from a tabletop position. So plant your palms, knees about bony hip width distance point. And we're gonna start with our right leg first, okay? So really press away through your palms, especially the left palm. And spin your left toes out to the left like a kickstand. And if you can't quite see, I'll show you with my right foot, okay? We're just spinning it out. Okay, and then from here, spin your left toes out to the left, and then lengthen your right toes out behind you. Go ahead and plant your back right heel. And again, you might notice here that we're sagging into this shoulder. So we want to press away. It's as though we could lift our weight off of that left wrist. And then, keeping that, gaze at that back foot, root down through the outer edge of your back foot, the pinky edge side of the foot, which is more or less parallel to that back edge of the mat. Zip up the low belly, narrow the waist, and then imagine that someone had a string attached to this front bony hip point and is pulling it up as you roll that top hip open. Press that back thigh back again. Draw the low belly up and in, and notice that your glutes are helping to engage to press those hips forward. And if they're not, do that. Okay. And then from here, simply reach that top arm up. Good. Lengthen the bones behind your ears towards the top of the mat. You can gaze wherever it feels good on your neck. I like to gaze up not only at that lifted hand, but sometimes down at my bottom hand, just depends. And then again, lift the low belly up and in, root down through the outer edge of the back foot, press that back thigh back powerfully as you start to roll that bottom hip forward. So we're looking to stack hips and stack shoulders here. Good. And now let's try it on the other side. I'll just go ahead and spin this way. And now press down and out through your right palm, all four corners of the palm. Almost that sense of hollowness in the armpit. Right toe spin out to the right, left foot moves back, plant the left heel so that the pinky edge side of the left foot is parallel to the back edge of the mat. And then again, through the power of pressing away through that bottom hand, getting light on the wrist, and that imaginary string attached to this top hip, pulling us up, rolling that top hip back as our glutes help to press that bottom hip forward. Hips start to move towards stacking, and top arm reaches up. Now, often it's really hard for people to kind of stack the top wrist on the shoulder, the top shoulder on bottom, down to the wrist, this big straight line. Often they're quite tight and they find their hand here. So a nice variation for this or modification for that lifted hand is to place the hand in the back of the head and press your head into your hand to start drawing the chest forward and the ears back, so that we start to find that the top shoulder, hip, and ankle are moving in the direction of getting into one line, okay? So this is a nice modification that does a lot of, this is a nice modification for anyone who has some tightness and is also looking to find this really nice alignment as well. So let me know if you have any questions about that or requests in the comments below. I hope this helps you out, and I look forward to seeing you soon in class or for another pose breakdown. I'll see you next time.